Vincent. Van Gogh used to paint the walls of his internal organs, gulp down yellow, fresh and screaming with all the happy, then feel it burn like God's glass of Chardonnay, measured and poured till gold spilled over the edge that slices paper flesh, of lips, the same ones that laugh and quiver and pray. He would lick his brushes clean, suck pigment from the hairs upon swallowing the sky, as he is known to do and do well. He was starving after all. And this toxic thirst, color which seemed to pity him, in love, rocked him to the swaying of his strokes in the universe that became them. And when the paint, having encased his core, hardened and split into a web of rapturous fissures, it was then inspiration ascended like the sun upon him, what was to be his last miraculous piece. And so it was, an hour later, just as night began to liquefy and drip down from the heavens, so did the blood that came rushing from the void in his chest, gushing and giggling, the ever-childish yellow having seeped into his vessels, turning the grass beneath his corpse the same divine orange of dawn. Temples. I ponder myself in the overhead mirror. If my eyes were sunflowers, they'd be drowning, most often, and I, a self-watering Utica girl hybrid, photosynthesize under the rays of your gaze, so it's all precipitation and tempest when you look away. How's that for teen angst? The radio is crooning 90s hits, and the window shield wiper's metronome just a half beat too early, and it's driving me mad. And the way the leather seat sticks to my thighs reminds me of last summer, sweat budding like roses on temples, and you, my poet, my gardener, who tended to the vines that now choke my wrists, and the secret ones that run under my skin, green and faked and growing always. But outside it's a sunstorm, lovely paradox, far too lovely to be of any comfort. And I think about what it was you said last Wednesday. I rest my ankles on the headrest of the driver's seat and slouch my spine into a crescent so that my only view through the window is of sky and the raindrops that slide down the glass. And I'm 7 again, guessing which one will win the race to the bottom. I'm cheering them on and they keep sliding and I'm laughing. And then I'm remembering the day you recited proof rock and I recited all the words I'd been formulating in my head all my 2 a.m.s, and a few I hadn't. And the way the light's hitting the side view mirror is strangely optimistic, which bothers me, and I can no longer breathe, which bothers me. And I'm still laughing, but it's the kind of laugh where you can hear the real you thought you had swallowed coming back up to sit in your throat. And suddenly I start seeing these dreary metaphors everywhere, in the stoplight's reflections on the passenger window, the disintegrating road map sleeping under the seat, the grape juice stain shaped like Saturn on the armrest. And my seatbelt's digging into my collarbone, and my electric arteries are cut and twitching, and I ask to turn the heat down. I look and look for you in places I know you are not, in places I hope you are not, and I suspect, were you in the seat beside me, you would have appreciated my adaptability at equating you with every remarkable subtlety I see, the way you've come to exist in the inanimate and the metaphorical, got to remain alive within my newly constructed perception. You in shadow hitting the sidewalk, you in sunlight hitting my cheek, hard. I find the universe at the bottom of my cup holder, along with a couple of crumbs and loose change.